Hi guys, Peter NARDI here from Alakazam Magic. As a lot of you may be aware, I've got a very good friend called Colin Klaus, who I've known for a number of years. Colin also appeared on one of our Academy courses doing his Flourish course. Now Colin, quite a few years ago, me and Colin was speaking and he was telling me about a project that him and his good friend Simon Alexander were putting together, which was a teaching format to teach routines and sleights. Now, I didn't get to see this at the time, but Colin was talking very highly of it, and I know Colin and I know his capabilities. So I was really, really intrigued by what these guys were doing. About a year or so later, I met up with Colin again, and he showed me some of the videos, and to say I was impressed was an understatement. The amount of work that these guys have put into these videos is absolutely incredible. Now, about a year ago, me, Colin and Simon had a sit down over lunch, and I was almost, I hate to use the term, but begging them to let us put some of their videos on our website. Now, we have been in talks for the last year, the best way to do it and everything else, and I'm really, really happy to say that the guys have finally agreed to start pushing the Alchemy tree content through Alakazam Magic exclusively. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit more about this content in a moment, and we're going to speak to the guys. But before I do, let's take a look at a little trailer, and we can do that by me pressing this little button here. Now, how cool does that look? Now, we're going to go and speak to the guys. Before we do, I'm going to put my headphones in because otherwise I won't be able to hear them. So we're going to do that now. And it's a little bit strange. We're doing the interview like this. The whole idea was the guys were going to come down to Alakazam. We were going to talk about it in the actual studio. But obviously, with the virus thing that's going on, everyone's in lockdown, we thought this will be the best way to do it because we didn't want to keep delaying things. And the truth of the matter is, we're all sitting indoors. We all need something to do. Why not learn some new magic? So, right, I'm going to go over to the guys and introduce you to them. So, hiya Colin, hiya Simon.
Hey, hey.
So, guys, I'm really excited to sort of get this stuff on Alakazam's site, which is going to be happening very, very soon. But we're not going to sort of pile loads of stuff on. We're going to be releasing smaller bits, maybe every 2 weeks. So tell us how that's going to work and what we're going to be doing.
Yes, thank you, Siri. Yeah, as you say, we've been talking about this for a while, and I know we're now both really excited that this is now finally happening. And over the next year, we're hoping to slowly sort of release lots of our material, and we'll tell you more about that as we go along.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we've had our own website for quite a few years now, and it's been ticking over really nicely. But I think what we both underestimated was how much work goes into, as you will know, Pete, actually running a busy Magic website. And we're not as busy as you are, but again, there's only two of us, and we're, our first love is being professional jobbing magicians. So we're really pleased about this partnership because the more time it took us for us to run the website, of course, the less time we had to devote to performing and editing and producing the material that makes these guys better magicians. So yeah, I think I'm really excited about this being a good partnership.
So it's really obvious that you two work so well together. So tell us a bit more about the Alchemy tree.
Well, yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago, we started putting together a site for people that really wanted to take their sleight of hand magic further and more seriously.
Now, so in fact, Pete, we gave you a trailer explaining about the tutorials themselves.
Yeah. So should we play that now?
Yeah, let's have a look at that now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
When you watch your first Alchemy tree tutorial, you should immediately see the care that's gone into it. Before the first frame's even shot, every sleight is thoroughly researched, so you're presented with the most practical, real-world handling for every move. The tutorial's then carefully scripted, so that the maximum amount of information is packed into each lesson. Literally not a word is wasted. The sleights then performed by an experienced professional magician and presented in our unique format. Every nuance and finger movement is clearly highlighted at a pace designed for you to follow along. You'll never have to press the pause button with your elbow again. Each useful viewpoint is clearly visible, and after the sleight's been broken down, you can watch the whole move from multiple angles, in slow motion and at full speed, giving you a real feel for how the move works and how it should look. We credit and research the provenance of each move, helping you with further research and keeping magic history alive. But that's not all. If a tutorial requires knowledge of additional techniques, these are included in the package, so you should never leave a tutorial feeling confused or disappointed. And every card move is available with right and left-handed handling. Our goal is to create the most efficient and effective way to learn sleight of hand magic. We hope that you'll agree.
Right, I mean that looks superb.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Yeah, I mean, we've got about 170 of these type of tutorials with exactly that sort of type of detail in, and we're planning loads more as well.
So with these videos, the one thing that I became aware of very early on is you don't just buy, if you're buying a trick, you're not just getting the trick, you get all the sleights involved within that trick, but quite in depth as well.
That was our biggest challenge, really, because we wanted to create tutorials that were suitable for people of all ability levels. And I don't know if you noticed, but in that trailer, we talked about the tip over control there. You got some cards with you, Cole? I think you have. I asked you to. Yeah, you got them?
Of course, yes.
Yep. So, for example, with the tip over control, you need mechanics grip. You need to hold them to learn how to hold the cards, of course. You'd need the buckle or a pinky pull down to get a break from the bottom. You'd need to transfer that to a thumb break, and you then need a swing cut. And if you're going to use a one-handed fan, which a lot of people would if you're doing the card to mouth as you do in an ambitious card, you probably need that as well. Now, if we were going to include all that in one tutorial, well, that's going to take about 45 minutes. And of course, for any sort of advanced card worker, 40 minutes of that is going to be wasted. But on the other hand, a real beginner is going to need all those. So what we did is we've produced one main tutorial, in this case the tip over control, but what we'll also do is give you a full in-depth breakdown of all the moves that come with that. So we think we've got the right balance for everyone.
And they sort of come as bolt-ons. So you're not paying extra, they come with it, but they're separate videos. So if you are a pro, you can go, okay, just get to the meat. I don't need any of that other stuff. But if you are a beginner, you can go and learn the mechanics grip, learn the sort of pinky pull down or the thumb break, so you can go into it in more detail. And that's something that's really impressed me about your videos, and it reminded me a lot. Something I talk about quite a bit is sort of Daryl's encyclopedia of card sleights, and it's sort of like an updated version, a more advanced version of that. It's a resource that people can go to. So if you want to just focus on learning a move, you will be able to do it.
So as well as learning the moves, we've also, as you rightly said, we've got routines coming out. And so these are all routines from our professional repertoire that we do, that other magicians have asked us to share.
Well, I know from the quality of the videos, I mean, there is, as I said before, there's no stone left unturned. You're never going to buy one of your videos and think, well, that's no good, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, and also Simon's, especially, he's got a background in teaching magic.
I have. I've got a couple that are full-time pros now that started off with me as beginners, and that's another thing that we'll be releasing as well. I mean, when I started in magic, I had so many false starts and so many blind alleys that I went down. So what I've tried to do is put together a progressive course, and that will allow magicians to gradually grow their skills following a more structured path. So far we've filmed and edited 2 total beginners courses, and again we've got lots more to follow.
That's brilliant. And they'll be available at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. We're staggering these releases over the next year, 18 months, and producing plenty more as well. So what are we releasing? We've got a database of hundreds of moves that we're releasing over the next, I think 170 moves now that we'll be releasing over the next year. We're selling some of the tutorials individually, and some, as Colin was saying, as themed box sets. And we're giving some quirky little moves away for free, and selling our own routines. And I have to say, some of Colin's routines in particular are stunning. So, and again, we'll be releasing those gradually throughout the year. So lots and lots to be excited about.
Right, as the guy said, they are going to be giving away quite a few freebies over the coming months. So keep your eye on your emails, because I will be sending details on how to get your hands on the free content as and when the guys make it available. Now, their first release is the Strip Shuffle box set, which you'll be able to find on our website. We've got a trailer to tell you all about it, but your first freebie is also coming. The guys are going to teach you how to do a strip shuffle totally free of charge. So watch out for your emails, because I'll be sending you the link on how you can access that. But here's a little trailer to tell you about the freebie, but also to tell you about their Strip Shuffle box set, which is available on Alakazam.
Hi, this is Colin and Simon from the Alchemy Tree.
And in our first releases in partnership with Alakazam Magic, we will be stripping. If ever you wanted to look super cool around the card table, the Strip Shuffle is used by croupiers in casinos all around the world. We are giving it away absolutely free. Now, as well as making you look super cool, it's also the foundation for some really sneaky sleights. So, alongside this, we're also releasing a box set of strip cuts and running shuffles, aren't we, Carl?
Yes, this box set will teach top and bottom stock controls, full deck controls, it will teach the Vernon false strip cut and the lovely up the ladder cut, which is a beautiful full deck, full shuffle. And as a bonus,
for our slightly more advanced card workers, we're including the Force Tabled Riffle Shuffle, the Push Through Shuffle. A beautiful shuffle which concludes with the Up the Ladder cut. So you get to incorporate some of the lovely moves that you've just learned. So that's all this week's releases. I know you're going to love them, but what are we releasing next time, Cole?
well, next time I'll be teaching you Out of the Blue. This is my colour changing deck. I use it all the time in my professional repertoire, so keep your eye out for that.
That's it from us. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Right guys, so to get your hands on your free video, pop over to Alakazam now, where you can download it absolutely free. And the box set is also available for you to purchase. So I'm going to put my headphone back in and we're going to go back to the boys. That is great, and thank you so much for giving that away.
Well, no, thank you. We are really, really chuffed to be part of the Alakazam team now. I'm looking forward to working with you over the following months and years. So thanks for giving us the opportunity.
Brilliant. Well, for me, this is such an exciting time. It's something I've been speaking to the guys to for about a year. I'm really happy that it's finally happening. Now, the idea is for us to release Alchemy Tree products, moves, routines. Every 2 weeks there should be something new coming out. So make sure you check back to the Alchemy Tree section on our website.